What is going on, people? Welcome to Throwdown, episode 331. I'm your host, Tony Polanco, and tonight I'm joined by Emilio Lopez.
Sup, people? How's it going?
Chris Seeley.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Carlos Romero.
Yo, yo, yo.
Adam Vale.
What up, humans?
And Brian Manjoma.
To be honest, when I heard that he was free, I thought that it was a joke.
Oh. Oh, man, I want to make a joke right now, but I can't because it would be in poor taste. But yeah.
How do we feel about those Jello pudding pops, though?
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
I had one of those in a long
I didn't say it.
By the way, those have been discontinued.
Oh,
there you go. That would explain it.
Damn, they didn't even rebrand them. They just canceled them.
Yeah, they've been gone for a long time, longer than
not because of him.
Than when that person was in jail.
Yeah, but I think because of him, the show got removed from all those rerun channels.
Damn, man, that show's like
That's
classic
what I do know.
too. You know,
that's why I'm not surprised when some of the cast members are coming out and supporting him. Of course, because they're like, yes,
the royalties. You know,
royalties. We need to make some money.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we're not here to talk about that on Throwdown.
It is.
Oh man,
Guadalupe.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining us for another one. Very interesting week because when I was like gonna start putting things together, I'm like, man, nothing happened this week. Then I looked at, again, shout out to the Throwdown fans on Discord. I was like, let me go through the Discord, see what happens. A lot of stuff happened. Matter of fact, I cut out like 6 stories, and we still got like 9 motherfuckers to go through. Actually, how many stories we got tonight, man? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damn. A lot of shit. It's not megatons or anything. There was nothing like that this week, but significant stuff anyway, you know? I feel like I should say something up top, but like I'm forgetting something. If I have to give anybody a shout out, I'll give you a shout out. I probably have to give somebody a shout out. I don't know.
Shout out to Brian.
Yeah, shout out to Brian. Always shout out to Brian, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me say this now. Literally, we were just talking about this before the fucking show. We have to do the question show on Monday, guys. So just keep that in mind. We'll remind you later. We're going to tweet about it, obviously. But there are your questions on Monday because I forgot there was a holiday. A little holiday about, where America celebrated his birthday, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Blitz, don't start right now. You go shout out to Jeff Grubb. You know what? I'll say that right now. There we go. Because I just said, hey, I had to cut out some stories. One of the stories I cut out was the Kojima story. Nothing against Jeff Grubb. Do your thing, brother. We will not be reporting on anything he reports from now on. Because his track record is, you know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. And we say this on Throwdown many times. We don't like to report on unsubstantiated rumors. And his guy's track record is essentially 50-50, which means it either happens or it's not happened. So we don't want to just give any air to that. If this thing happens, obviously we'll, discuss it, right? Because Kojima having games on Xbox, even though we kind of, Manny and I specifically have already seen this coming, it's a big news story. But just because, Jeff Grubb posted it, like, that's not enough for us. So no more Jeff Grubb stories, man. No, again, no shit against the guy. Do your thing, brother, but we're not doing that around here, man. We're trying to, keep things above where other podcasts are, where all they do is just rumors and speculation. We don't do that shit around here, So yeah, I forgot what the fuck. Yeah, anyway, it's question show, Monday, Independence Day. I was gonna make a joke in there, but then I got sidetracked by the chat talking about Jeff Grubb. What the hell
is it? Barry Burns' birthday? Yo, shout out to Barry Byrne, regardless if it's your birthday or not.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Originally, okay, some insider shit. I didn't tweet about this. I hate these fucking people that do this shit. Oh, look at me! I got my Corona shot. Right? Hate that fucking shit. Anyway, so on Saturday, I was supposed to get my Rona shot for reasons. Basically, like, it's getting to that point where you need that fucking card to get to places, right? So I'm like, let me just do this shit, get out of the way. So I had it planned for Saturday, right? And then my boy Mike, or our boy Mike, most of us on here know him. Brian's the only one that said no. I just realized that. Even Carlos knows Mike. And Mike's like, yo, you want to have a barbecue on Sunday, July 4th. I'm like, yo, let's fucking go. I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting the Rona shot on Saturday. What if I'm fucked up? So I made this appointment I called up my local my pharmacy, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, they made a appointment for 2 weeks. I'm like, 2 weeks, fuck. All right, whatever. So I'm like, oh wait, I'm like, what am I gonna do? And I called up this other place, Walgreens, literally down the block. They're like, yo, come in tomorrow. So I'm like, all right. It's like, wait, what the fuck? How do you go from 2 weeks to 1 day? You know,
that was literally like mine. I just walked in. They're like, so when do you want it? And I'm like, whenever there's anything available. Like they're like, we could do it today, or it's like literally a walk-in, or you could do it tomorrow. I'm like, all right, do it tomorrow.
Yeah, so that was pretty interesting. So if I sprout horns or something during the middle of the show,
or you turn into a werewolf, we'll know what's up.
Yeah. By the way, I feel fine. The only thing is, like, it just feels like somebody just punched me in the fucking arm.
For me, it was because I think I had it on Friday. Saturday, I was kind of messed up. Like it was, you know what it is? It was like, when you get like when you have when you're getting over a cold, or you have a cold, you get a little bit of a body ache and maybe some like stiffness in your joints, and that's about all I had.
Yeah,
just felt tired. That's about it.
So we'll see if anything happens tomorrow. But either way, I got 3 good days, and then a Sunday I can go all in, drinking, eating. So shout out to, oh damn, we lost Manny already. The Rona got him.
The Rona got him.
Fuck, that vaccination didn't work out so well, did it? Anyway, man, let's get into it. First story of the night. And Carlos, don't worry, I have all the cards ready, man, because you're gonna do a lot of timestamps in this episode, brother. Get ready, man. All right, first up, we got to talk about Ghost of Tsushima, man. Ghost of Tsushima, Game of the Year 2020, as far as I'm concerned, is getting a director's cut, which I believe is now Sony's just fancy way of saying Game of the Year. It's just their fancy way of doing it, So it's dropping on August 20th, and it's going to have a brand new map with a new storyline and a bunch of other features. We're going to go through them, but there's some controversy with this one.
Really?
But we'll go over that controversy in a bit. Let's head over to the PlayStation blog and see what they got to tell us, man. The cover looks cool. What do we have here? So, okay, first up, we got, it's called Iki Island. By the way, this was actually accurately reported by a YouTuber, believe it or not. Some YouTuber I never heard of, He was like, oh, yeah, they're going to have Ikishima, I think he called it. It's just Iki, So he was actually correct about it. Shout out to you, brother, So we're going to have that. It's going to have a, a new story. I don't know how long it's going to be. But it's going to have a new story. Oh, by the way, this director's cut is available for PS4 and PS5. That's part of the controversy, but we'll get to that in a bit. Let's go over some of the PS5 exclusive features. There he is. He's coming back. All right. We've heard your... I'll read this shit. Okay, here we go. Transfer your progress. That should be standard, though. It's like, come on, Sony. Is that really... fucking...
It's the little things. They're trying to make everything seem special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you already own Ghost of Tsushima on PS4, you'll be able to transfer your save to PS5 to pick up where you left off. For new players, the new Iki Island content will be available beginning in Act 2. Makes sense. That Act 2 is probably a good place to slice that in, Other updates, along with the direct... I'm reading this from PlayStation blog. Anyone who already owns Ghost of Tsushima will be able to download a patch containing some new updates. Once again, many of these updates are directly thanks to the... whatever. Just give me a list of the fucking updates, man. Come on, Sony. What are you doing? Wow. Do I have to go to another site to read these updates? Because Sony's not really giving it to me. All players will receive a patch that will have some new accessibility options for alternate controller layouts. Enable target lock-on. Was there no target lock-on in the original?
I thought there was. Wait, you could lock on to people.
Yeah, what the hell are they talking about?
Yeah, you could, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could, and even when you that for a sour mode where it's like one hit death, where everything goes black and white and everything turns red, you lock onto people when you do the kill. So that's weird that they say this a lock on mode. You already could lock on to people.
Yeah. I was like, wow, couldn't you already lock on? What? I'm reading this shit there's not telling me anything that's worthwhile. Like Ghost of Tsushima Legends fans, what the hell is that?
That's Legends.
Isn't that the multiplayer mode that we played?
Okay, here we go. including
that.
and including
that's the online mode.
Okay, including an all new mode that we've excited to detail in the weeks to come. Okay, so I guess that thing's gonna get an update. Wow, what a waste of time! Like, this thing doesn't tell me anything. Hold on, I'm gonna go to Nibellion. You guys know him from Twitter. He actually listed all this shit. You know.
So here's the thing, like, well, at least from the trailer that I saw, like, it didn't look like it showed anything that would be anything on there that would be considered something like a director's cut. It's like a lot of quality lies, and the biggest thing I can see out of this is the DLC.
Oh man,
which is the Iki Island.
Let's just be honest. Director's cut is just Sony's fancy way of saying Game of the Year edition. That's all it is. You know. All right,
yeah.
Here we go. I had to go to Nibellion here because he actually listed all the features.
All right, go.
You know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, PS5 features. Fixed Japanese voice link. This was a big sticking point for me because I wanted to play it in Japanese, but the lip syncing was off. It was the English lip syncing. So now they have proper Japanese lip syncing. So I'm going to dive into that shit. You know, DualSense support, 3D audio, whatever. Load time improvements. This game, what improvements? The game was on PS4. This thing loaded up crazy fast. You know?
Yeah, that game loaded crazy quick. Well, like, what are they just get rid of the load screens?
Maybe they are.
Most likely. That's what they did for a lot of the other ones.
Yeah, like Spider-Man doesn't even ride the train anymore. You know?
Yeah. That's what they did. They just
didn't they brag about how like they had to slow down the load the screen so that people could read them?
Yep, they did. Yeah. 4K options. Probably some variable shit in there. Targeting 60 frames.
Yeah.
Manny, you're off camera, by the way.
They actually do say it in. I know it's because there's reasons.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna say this. In the trailer, they actually do say they dynamic 4K.
Yeah, there you go. 60 frames, targeting, save transfers.
Yeah.
New photo mode updates, new accessibility options, option to turn on lock on during combat. Again, wasn't this in the game? Option to hide quiver during gameplay. The arrow?
On your back?
Oh, yeah, it doesn't sit on your back
Why
anymore.
would you want to get rid of that? It looks cool. You know?
No one hides that. I mean,
yeah, how do you hide that? You shove it up your ass or something?
Exactly. That makes no sense. I mean, it fooled me a little bit even with Valhalla when it was like you could put the helmet on, but there was an option to hide it. And I thought something was wrong with my game because I'm like, I see the helmet equipped and I don't see it on my character. And it's like, oh, you can hide that.
You can hide that. Yeah.
People bitch and want to see his face.
You can hide it during cinematics. Yeah,
do everything. Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah,
do everything. And I didn't see it when I was running it. So I thought the shit was broken, but no, that was an option.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Now let's get to the controversial stuff, man. The pricing. All right. So check this out.
Okay.
PS4 Director's Cut upgrade. PS4 Director's Cut upgrade is $19.99 for PS users of the current version. So if you got the game on PS4, $20, you get the Director's Cut upgrade. PS4 Director's Cut to PS5 Director's Cut is $9.99, right? So if you own the Director's Cut on PS4, you can upgrade to PS5 for $9.99. And here's the interesting part. PS4 Original to PS5 Director's Cut is $29.99. This is where people were like, what the fuck? And let's do some math here. And Chris, I'm glad you're here because I suck with math. Brett, Mr. Brett Murdoch showing up.
What's up, people?
We have a full we have a full house, Brett. This is great. This is great. Throw it on his back. We're talking about Ghost of Tsushima right now, the director's cut. We're specifically talking about the pricing. So Chris, again, I'm going to ask you some questions, and let's see what happens. Okay, so you bought the game on PS4, excuse me, $60, right?
Yeah.
For $20 more, you get the director's cut. That's $80, right?
Right.
Okay. You bought the game on PS4. You upgraded to PS5 for $30.
Yeah.
So that would be $90.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Wait. Could you repeat that again?
That's a lot for a game of the year that updates over your existing.
Yeah. Hold
game?
on. Yeah, Carlos, I'll repeat it. If you bought the game, let's say, okay, you bought the game for $60, right?
Yeah.
You playing it on PS5. You want to upgrade to this? $30 more. That's $90.
That's $90.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, Chris, what's your take?
I think that's a lot of money for. I mean, really, the features you just read off. I read the blog entry too, and I was just like confused. I'm like, wait a minute, you could already lock on to people. Like, do I really care about? You can hide your quiver, and the new island sounds cool, but it's like this is DLC. Like, really, this is $30 DLC if you had bought it on PS4, which we all did. We played the original one. You
Yeah.
know, I had messed around with it a little on PS5, but like that $30 upgrade for like a little bit of DLC and
To be fair, we don't know how
some
long the Iki stuff is going to be. We
yeah,
don't know.
okay, we
Yeah.
we don't know, right? Right, sure. But think about this, like in terms of like DLC add-ons for games or add story, like Spider-Man had DLC and they were usually like $9.99. They were pretty substantial things. Like
Yeah.
$30, like that's half the cost of the game.
Yeah.
Is it half as long as the story? Right?
Yeah.
It's like, that was a pretty big campaign. Like that story was long. That game was long. I don't expect it to be that long, but it's like for that cost, I didn't expect them to add in 50% more story, but it's like where's the like boss rush mode, or where's the other stuff?
Yeah.
Like these quality of life enhancements don't sound like anything. Like you said, the game loaded like butter to begin with.
Yeah.
Well, how fast is it going to load now? Is it going to just stream? It's like
Yeah.
it doesn't even load anymore.
Yeah. It
It
doesn't
just,
load. Yeah.
and it's like I don't need to hide the quivers. I like his outfit and stuff. I like having the shit on me, like my sword and my bow and arrow. Like I like that stuff. So it's like that's not something where I'm like, yeah, I want to pay for that. Uh, You know. I just don't see the value in this.
The whole thing with the lip syncing, I'm like, that you're fixing a bug. You're not adding a feature. The
Yeah.
fact that the Japanese,
It's not.
Well, not a
It's
bug,
not
but
really
a
a bug. I
flaw.
mean, it's
Like
they-
It's an omission.
Yeah.
It's an omission.
it's
Yeah.
it's an
Yeah.
omission. It's
Yeah.
yeah, that's a better way to put it. But you're just you didn't want to program the game to have lip syncing for the Japanese dub. It's like, man, that was okay. So that I'm supposed to pay for that, because I mean it should have come with a game when it first came out.
To be fair, you're paying for
No.
the big island. You're not.
No, I'm saying for
the.
I'm saying for the
Yeah.
original game. I'm like, you should have. I mean, we're paying for that.
Yeah.
Like the lip sync should have come with that with the original game. Yeah, I mean, obviously we don't know about the Ikishima or Iki or whatever
it's just,
DLC.
Yeah, they just call it Iki. Yeah. Although Ikishima sounds cooler.
It sounds pretty good. Yeah, we don't know how substantial that DLC is going to be, because to be honest, and like everyone's mentioned, that's the only reason you would ever pay $30 for this.
Oh, yeah.
It's just for that DLC, because the upgrades, I'm like, what you said, 4K targeting 60 frames.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I'm on the fence with this. I'm not sure whether I'm going to get it or not.
And it's not fully 4K. It's dynamic 4K, at least according to the trailer.
Dynamic.
So
Yo, by the way, shout out to
it'll be
John
4K.
Christ.
Yeah, we got to give a shot. John, he just subscribed for 9 months. Damn, brother.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo. That's fucking dope. I said this on Twitter. This was my game of the year for last year. So this one's a no-brainer for me, fellas. Getting this shit. They won. And by the way, I saw some Snyder marks. Oh, you didn't pay for the first one. Actually, I did pay for the first one. Oh, you're not a real customer. I did pay for that shit with my own motherfucking money, and I will pay for this too.
I did think the game was fantastic. I mean, most of us platinumed it, right? Or we all platinumed it?
Yeah, man. I mean, I think most of us did.
Game?
Yeah.
The
Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah.
Oh, I played it a whopping 2 times. Thank you.
Damn. They got too many dinosaurs. Too many dinosaurs.
I just ready to quit. They were talking funny. They had some funny accents. I was like, I don't know what part of Jersey they're from. So I was like, I'm done. I'm not playing this shit.
Chris, go ahead, man. What were you saying?
Yeah. So I mean, I would just to play that Iki Island part. Like I definitely would like to get more story. The multiplayer was great. Don't get me wrong. Like playing with you guys, that was
Yeah, that was
great.
fun.
I did enjoy that. But I really, like more story content, like I'm all for it. They said they added trophies, but it's like I already got the platinum, so
Yeah,
those are
it's
just
like so unless you're gonna give me
icing.
another
Like,
platinum somehow,
yeah, right.
You know
So
what?
What's up?
I'm getting it, and I'll tell you why.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, he changed his
Because they
mind.
no, I was on the
Uh-oh.
fence. So I didn't
Okay.
have a mind to.
All right.
So, I'm buying it, and you know why?
Wow.
Because they deserve it.
They do.
They
it
made
was fantastic. The game was fantastic.
so they honestly, like, I gotta, when someone does quality work and makes a great product, and Ghost of Tsushima is like a game that will probably highlight the last generation,
Oh,
especially since
absolutely.
last generation was like kind of crap.
Yeah.
So
Shout
yeah,
out to Brian Wilson. You know.
yeah. So you gotta give him credit, man. At least you gotta support him.
Yeah. Yeah, I never even thought about that. I was just like, yo, I love this fucking game. I want to play more. Give me. But you're right. It's like you want to give these guys your money, because Sucker Punch is the shit, So I'm definitely not with that. But at the same time, I fully understand why somebody wouldn't want to get it, which is fine.
Sure.
Just don't buy it. As simple as that. Don't buy it. Like Don Matrick, right? We have a system for that. Because some people are saying like, yo, it's like, yeah, just get it on PS4 then, Go ahead, Manny.
I mean, yeah, you can just get it on PS4. I mean,
Yeah.
Am I slow?
Yeah, because since we can't see you, like, I don't know when to stop talking to let you go because of that delay. Yeah, but anyway, go on.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's I mean, I don't know about picking it up right away, at least for me on my end. I mean, maybe I'll wait a little bit until the price drops on it, because to be honest, I don't think that a lot of the stuff that they're sort of offering on it is worth it. To sort of just be going, if we're talking director's cut, I mean, I feel like there should be a lot more than just quality of like negligible quality of life fixes, a photo mode, and potentially an hour or 2 hour long.
We don't know how long
DLC
it's going to be. By the
thing.
way, we do not know. This could be
I
like
don't know.
this could be
to
like
honest,
Lost Legacy, where it's like 10 hours. You never know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. At least from what they're showing right now, it doesn't seem like it's something that's worth upgrading for. Or if you do upgrade it, just upgrade the PS4 version, because even it looks like even the 5 version is not like, it doesn't seem like it's doing anything different. I didn't see any differences on that whatever they say captured on PlayStation 5 thing.
Yeah, no, you're right about that, because like the game that exists now, the PS4 game on PS5. It already has like the boosted FPS and resolution and stuff. But I don't know if you get like lip syncing or not though. But you're right. It's like, then are you going to pay $10 more for lip syncing?
Well, They said that there's some things that are going to roll over. So they better put the lip sync thing on there, because it was dumb that it wasn't even in the original.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Personally, I really like the game, but at the same time, can't justify the cost of all of this, and especially with all these dumbass fucking SKUs. Number one, simplify this bullshit. If you got the blah 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 and did this to it, how about if you just paid for the upgrade, you get the new version? But it's them, Sony, trying to double down and make more money off of something that really they don't need to meet making additional money with.
Yeah, I remember we talked about this before the PS5, I think, was even announced. We were wondering like, hey, what is Sony going to do to make you double dip? Because we were like, hold on, PS4 and PS5 are both x86. They could just, the game should be able to play fine. I'm like, what are they going to do to get you? This is how they do it. They just slap a game of or director's cut on a game of the year and call it a day. And I guarantee you they're going to do the same shit with The Last of Us 2. I'm telling you right now, Death Stranding director's cut, Ghost of Tsushima director's cut, Last of Us 2 director's cut. Bank on that.
The one thing I have to say about this, though, like, if they really wanted to lock things down, maybe they shouldn't have made this stuff work on the PlayStation 5. To sort of make, it doesn't work on PlayStation 5.
What do you mean?
Instead of just, just make those games don't work on PlayStation 5 if they had an idea for a future release.
They weren't thinking that.
They'll make it work on PS4? Or?
Yeah, I'm confused.
No, just they'll make them run on. Here's the thing, number one, you're gonna. In other words, how do you make people move to the next generation, right? How do you make people go and invest in buying a new version of the same game without the idea of actual I just buying a totally new game? You essentially lock the thing down. You say, "Oh, hey, it doesn't work on PlayStation 5."
Yeah, people are not going to let that fly.
To be honest, they're not going to let that fly, but at the same time, that's the way you sort of do it, because I think the how much they're actually offering, I don't think was worth it. To be honest, they should be selling this game. It's just a cheesy excuse for them to sell the game at full price.
Oh yeah. I mean, again, they're going to keep doing this. They're going to keep doing this because we knew they were not going to let, because they made so much money off of these remasters last generation. They were not going to let that go this generation. So this is how they do it.
But I mean, but again, like remaster, you can't even call this a remaster. It's like a rejigger, because there's not that much. There's no changing of assets. I look at that trailer, I didn't see the assets looked any better than they did on the original one.
Maybe that's why they're calling it director's cut.
That's why there's just so they don't. Because if you were to call it remastered, that would include that would give the idea that there was some sort of changes that were actually made to the game, which there really wasn't.
Yeah,
they're gonna get more clever because they can't keep using director's cuts. There's gonna be Last of Us 2.5 and the butter edition of whatever. They're just gonna keep making up names for the same thing.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. And Manny, you said this too. This is also, they're doing this because they don't have any games right now. So they got.
Yeah, I said this when I first. When me and Tony, I think we talked about it before. I'm like, dude, all this is just to hide the fact that there's no fucking games coming out for this thing that are first parties. As Tony has said many times, the last PlayStation 5 game, at this point in time, is Ratchet and Clank.
Yep.
So in other words, you're literally, every single person who invested in a new console is essentially just playing PlayStation 4 games.
Basically. Yep.
What did you buy the console for, man?
I mean, that's been the running thing about this entire generation. Why did you buy an Xbox? Why did you buy a PlayStation? PlayStation has more reasons to own it, obviously, because it actually does have games Xbox doesn't. New games right now, or at least first party. Yeah. But yeah, I still, again, and I own a fucking PS5. I'm still saying, this thing didn't need to be released as early as it did. They could have waited until this November.
It could have just waited. We have a bunch of games to sort of offload at that around that time. I don't know. I think at this point in time, it just seems like they're dry, and they're just trying to squeeze as much out of the old generation as possible, just to get as much money out of it.
Yeah, no, you're right, because they don't have anything right now. Remember, that was a running joke of E3 coming in 2022. That was every game was 2022. So they got to do this, but
everything's 22.
Yeah, but again, for myself, since I love this game, I have absolutely no problems paying $30 for this shit. But if
I already bought a super collector's edition that came with a bunch of shit. How come I don't get that? Get a different version of that. See, that's kind of stupid.
Yeah, you get nothing.
You get nothing. You just paid for a fancy box on some DLC. See, motherfuckers.
Oh man! All right,
that's all I'd say about that.
Yeah. Any last thoughts on this?
This is why I don't buy games day one.
Yep.
This is exactly it. Like, I know that at some point in time, usually like a year later, they'll release like the super version, if you wish, or the ultra super version, because that's what they do now. So don't buy games day one. Wait a year, you get the whole game, usually at the discount price, and you're happy.
And I was just to add to Brian's point, this will get a discount a year from now. So you're right, man. Yeah, like I always tell people, if you are an early adopter, you cannot complain when they do something. You cannot complain because you opted to go in day one. But if you don't like that, you can wait. Anyway, Carlos, go on, bro.
Yeah, I just it's interesting because I thought the reason why Brian doesn't get games in day one is because of Cyberpunk 2077.
No, Brian's always been like that. Like, he made an exception for Cyberpunk.
That was a joke.
Yeah. Again, I'm trying to think what it was. I think it was Watch Dogs.
It was Watch Dogs, Brian. You said that.
Yeah.
You said that was the
And
one.
then,
Oh yeah, fuck that.
and then
game,
since
man.
then, I've just been like, yeah, I'm not going to buy games day one because usually months later, discounted price, and usually you get like the whole game. So screw it. Like, again, I have Horizon Zero Dawn on PS5. Oh, sorry, on PS4, like the whole complete edition. Again,
But they're gonna.
waited.
They're gonna. Are they, hey, Brian? Are they gonna release the? Because they're releasing an update, right? If I remember correctly,
Are
for
they?
Horizon.
I don't know. I don't know if they are. I don't know.
I've not heard,
I've
but
not
you
heard
know what?
that
I
either.
would not be surprised.
Yeah,
If
I'm
they
wondering.
did, I would not be shocked.
I think Carlos, you dreamt that shit. You know.
Shit,
I'm right there with you,
thinking
bro.
about it.
Yeah, I know. I'm right there with you, bro.
I'm like, where you been, man? Where's my director's cut?
Exactly. Yeah, right. Even though your boy got the platinum in that too, you know.
Excuse me?
The director's cut?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that one gets a director's cut. I would not be surprised, man. But yeah, good topic there. So let's move on to the next story. You know, by the way, we're gonna be on Sony for a little bit. Lots of Sony news to talk about. This one, big surprise. Actually, there was a little bit of a mix-up with this one. We'll talk about the mix-up in a bit. So, Sony has acquired Housemarque. To nobody's surprise.
No.
Yeah, right. Not really. Yeah, go ahead.
They want some of that voxel power. That's what they want.
Here's what Sony does. Actually, Brett, I heard your mic. Go ahead, bro. What are your thoughts?
Oh, Housemarque, he was surprised because they thought Sony already owned them.
Right? You know.
I was just about to say the same thing. Like, I was surprised because I thought that they owned them.
Yeah, right. No, I think the like Brett said, I think the guys who work at Housemarque are like, oh shit, they didn't own us. You know. This is something I'm quoting somebody on Twitter, badly quoting them, but just like, yeah, you know, Sony does this with their studios. They date them for a really long time and shit, and then they finally commit. You know. Also, actually, to bring in more home, Sony, they acquire studios the way I get new members of Throwdown. Like, I know a dude this shit for a bunch of years. Like, hey, you know what you're talking about. Be on the show. You know. Like with Carlos, he was like the latest one. I was like, yo, Carlos, man, we've been doing podcasts forever, man. Get on Throwdown. Let's go, man. And Adam, like, I've known you for like 20 years, motherfucker. Get in here. You know?
We met on Craigslist.
You know?
Family.
Like, the only guys on the show that, like, I met because of SCF and Play were, like, Brett and Brian. But everybody's like, I've known these motherfuckers forever. You know? I know, Carlos, I met you because of SCF and Play. But, like, you were, with you, me and you, we were just doing all these other ancillary podcasts. I'm like, I need another guy. I know you. Let's go. So Sony's the same way. It's like, I know you guys. Let's go. You know? But so there's not really much of a surprise there. But I want to talk about the slip up because I honestly do think it was a slip up. But if it wasn't a slip up, I wouldn't be surprised either. So the original image that they posted, right, alongside this, it had Blue Point, their fucking logo on there. So people were like, oh shit, they acquired Blue Point and Housemarque. This is crazy. And then they had to do a retraction. They said they pulled the image. Even Housemarque, if you look at their Twitter, they're like a fully independent studio. So what do you guys think of that? Do you think I believe it was just a slip up, but do you think it was a sign of things to come?
Hey, it's possible that somebody jumped the gun and the ink's not dry on that.
Yeah.
So they retracted it when they realized that, you know. But it wouldn't surprise me after Demon Souls. It wouldn't surprise me if Sony's like, yeah, just bring these guys in house, man.
Bring them in. They do good stuff. Again, they've been doing Sony stuff for years, and it would follow the pattern. Sony knows them. Like, yeah, you guys are with us now.
Just imagine somebody, like a couple dating for years. And like, yo, you guys didn't get married yet? Nah, you know, Jimmy's got this whole commitment problem. You know, mom left the family early, so, you know, he's not too keen on women, but he likes me, so you never know.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much what it is, you know. Oh, shit. Shout out to Iron Lord's podcast for following us, man. Great guys over there. I follow like all those dudes on Twitter.
Iron Lord.
Also, there may be a surprise coming in August, but we'll talk about that later. You know, by the way, shout out to Lord Cognito. He's going to be on Colin Moriarty's show soon. As a guest, he's being interviewed. That guy's been all over the place. He did the Paris podcast, the Xbox podcast. He's done a bunch of stuff. This guy, those guys in general, all do great stuff, man. I still remember meeting you at E3, man. That was a fucking highlight, man. Epic, you know. Anyway, so yeah, Housemarque, not really much, but I just found the the Blue Point thing interesting. Like, what did you guys do here, man? Was that intentional or not, man? You know, it's interesting.
Well, I mean, they made the assets, so I mean, it probably they didn't accidentally just type in Blue Point instead of Housemarque because they're reading the wrong thing on the internet. I mean, the creation of assets is definitely a. Oh, am I frozen?
No, you're good.
No.
But
You're
the only thing is, it's not really an asset; it's just their logo. But somebody intentionally put that logo in
Well,
there.
that's what I'm saying. Well, that's still an art asset. An art asset
yeah.
doesn't have to be difficult to put together. It's just, you didn't. It's like being like, I'm not going to say that. Sorry, almost slipped into a bad metaphor there. It's you don't do that kind of shit on accident, right? If it was by accident, you would have misspelled something or something like that. You don't go through the process of making any kind of typesetting and then be like, oh yeah, was totally thinking about the wrong company. So it was probably on the board at one point, or somebody. I mean, 90% chance it was or is going to be a thing. And honestly, like with Sony's history of dating their studios for as long as they do, like, would anybody be surprised? Blue Point seems the next up.
Yeah, no, this is the natural extension. It makes sense. So that's why I'm like, this is kind of a. If it wasn't for the slip up, there would be no story here. If you really think about it.
True.
But yeah, let's keep our eye on that Blue Point, though. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Shout out to Richard Billy Jr., man. All right, moving on. Like I said, not a lot of megatons this week, just a lot of little takes. This one is kind of interesting. So Sony, this one is a case of like Sony doesn't, at least to my knowledge, hasn't worked with these guys, but they've bought developer Nixess Software, who is best known for porting PC games. So I think we know what this is about. I think Sony wants an in-house studio to develop their PC ports instead of just letting the studios handle it on their own. And apparently these guys do good work. Like apparently their PC ports. I mean, I don't know, Brian. Maybe you could tell me a little bit more about these guys. Like apparently they do good work.
Never heard of them.
Oh wow, you're a PC guy. You never heard of them? Crazy.
Yeah, well, usually when they do PC ports, they never actually name the porting company. They just say, "Oh, it's whoever," and then if you play the game, you actually see the name of the porting company. But yeah.
So yeah, it says here they've worked on Avengers, the PC port of Avengers, and Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. So Square Enix guys. So now they're Sony's.
I mean, so far, the Avengers one wasn't amazing.
No, the game wasn't amazing, but it was a good port.
And then Mankind Divided.
It was another good port. I played that.
Was it? I never played that one. But
yeah, great game, great port. Actually, I've never played on console, to be honest. I've only played it on PC. Same thing with Avengers. I've never both those games I've never actually played on console. But they were both. I mean, technically they were good. Avengers is fucking trash just because it's a bad game, But Deus Ex: Mankind Divided was awesome. Not as good as Human Revolution. Human Revolution is a better game. Mankind Divided was solid, So these guys working with Sony. It's a good get, but it's pretty obvious what's going on here, Oh,
Mighty Nerds said they helped with Horizon. I didn't know that.
Oh, did that one come out kind of funny though?
It did.
Uh-oh.
It came out slightly funky.
Trouble in Paradise, man.
It did get fixed eventually. Well, got better eventually, but it was funky.
That's not good. But we'll see. But we know what this whole acquisition is about. By the way, that's one of the stories I was going to cut out. Because did I cut it out? Maybe it still be in here. I don't know if I have it in here. It was Microsoft. It was Sony throwing a little jab at Microsoft, like all you guys do is just buy studios. You just bought 2 studios this week, bruh. Like what are you talking about? But then again, remember how Phil Spencer was talking about? We don't just buy studios, then they go around and buy Bethesda.
Yeah, they all go through the same cycle.
We don't buy them. We acquire them.
Yeah, we acquire them.
We will be simulated. We are Borg.
So, Nixie did. Yeah, they did the Tomb Raider games. And
those were good. Those were good ports.
They did Mankind Divided and then the Avengers. So it seems
Square
like
Enix
in general,
games.
they've just been Square Enix games.
Yeah. still making sure I didn't have that story in here. But yeah, no, Sony was throwing some shade at Microsoft. Like, all these guys, all they do is just buy studios. We cultivate them. She just bought 2 of them, bro. You know?
Yeah, well, they weren't working with Nixie before.
No, they weren't. No, and they weren't really cultivating Housemarque. Housemarque was just there. You know.
Well, Housemarque, they did make quite a bit of games for them already. Same thing with Bluepoint. These guys, I mean, again, Nixie's probably the only one that's the odd man out, but of those other guys, they've actually just continued to make games for the PlayStation in general. Like Bluepoint's one of Bluepoint's first games was a PlayStation game.
Yeah. So good get for them. Not much more to say about that, so we'll move on to the next one.
Real quick.
Whoa.
I think Bluepoint for me would be the better out of all the 3.
Oh yeah, because you know what they're about, man.
Mm-hmm. Demon Souls.
Excuse me?
Shadow of the Colossus. Excuse me.
Forget about it.
That's over.
They did the Gravity Rush, the Gravity Rush remaster. From the Vita.
Yeah.
They did. There's quite a bit of things that they've done.
Bluepoint. Yeah, they got it, man. Those guys are the shit. So,
they did the Uncharted collection. They did in Gravity Rush. They did.
Didn't do the Metal Gear Solid collection also.
They did the Metal Gear. They did the Titanfall port.
Excuse me.
Damn. Yeah. They did the Titan. I think that's for 360. They said it says here.
Oh shit! Yeah, Bluepoint.
Yo, man, they're on point.
Yeah, they are on point.
They did.
And they got the blue in their PlayStation Blue. Let's go.
They did. They did the Vita version of PlayStation All Stars.
Listen, that wasn't their fault.
That wasn't their fault.
They didn't make that game.
The Metal Gear collection. They did the God of War collection. Remember from back in the day from the PS3.
Hey, listen, I'm pretty sure that All Stars is a fantastic port, man. Just a trash game. All right. What's up, Brian? Thought I heard you.
Nope, I didn't say anything.
All right. Maybe I just missed your voice, man. All right.
If you want, I can talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead, man. What's your take, man?
Good, I guess. Again, I think like most people, I want to see Bluepoint actually do something rather than just ports. So I am anticipating what they do next.
I have a question, not on that same line. Do you think it's okay for developers to just make ports? I think there's a utility there. I think there's a need for that. Like, they don't need to make their own IPs or whatever. They could just work on other people's shit. What do you guys think about that? I personally don't have a problem with that.
I don't have a problem with it. It's just more, I don't think it needs to exist if the studios in the first place worked on all the platforms that they are making the game for.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but what if the studios didn't have enough people, like resources?
Yeah, makes sense. Like you outsource it, like another team who has some history in doing that type of work, so makes sense.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that.
And I think there's a certain art to remaster. Some are better than others, And Bluepoint are definitely masters of porting and remasters and all that, But yeah, good stuff. Moving on, next story. This all about EA Play, baby.
One small thing on it's funny. You literally just named the mini documentary that was made about Bluepoint. It's called the Masters of Remaster.
Oh shit! I'm a genius, man. All right, now we'll move on to EA Play. They released their schedule, and there's some other interesting news surrounding EA Play, with things we will see and some things we will not see.
No Mass Effect.
Yeah, no Mass Effect. We'll get to that. You're pulling it out and you're jumping the gun. Adam always used to do that shit. Oh, you're good, Jedi, but like
I didn't say anything. What'd I say?
You could tell his mind was somewhere else. That's what I was like, wait, what I do? Yeah, no, you're good, Adam. You're good. No, it's just like sometimes you're like, yo, remember when this happens? Like, no, we didn't get to that story yet. You didn't do it. Manny did it this time. But we will get to that. All right, let's talk about EA Play, man. The fuck did... Okay, so the main show is going to be on July 22nd, but there's going to be some other shows beforehand. So right here, it says on July 8th, it's called Spotlight, the Future of First-Person Shooters. It's just be real. It's not every first-person shooter. It's just EA's first-person shooters, you know. So they're gonna have spotlights on Battlefield 2042 and Apex Legends. I forgot that game still existed. Okay, so that's gonna happen on July 8th. Anybody care about this?
The event, the EA one?
No, the Battlefield, new Battlefield stuff.
I know a lot of other people that are hyped for it, but I personally am not.
Yeah, you're a Call of Duty guy, so you're not gonna like Battlefield.
Yeah. I like smaller maps. I'm not big on all these big maps.
Yeah,
and it's all multiplayer. There's no campaign, and I love the campaign. I know a lot of people are like, I mean, there's some cool aspects to it. They got the weather effects. You see when they're in the Abu Dhabi, and they got the sandstorm and all that, and that's cool and all. But for me personally, unless you're a big multiplayer guy, this is. Yeah.
Brian, Battlefield. I know you like dice.
I will probably just watch the recap. I don't see the point in tuning in live because it just seems mostly a waste of time. Unless they announce something drastically that will change things, but it'd just be like, hey, let's market our game for a bit. So yeah. What I would like to see is maybe an announcement for Titanfall 3.
Yes. That would be fucking awesome.
Probably not going to happen, but they're talking about first-person shooters. Titanfall's a first-person shooter. It's gone in the mist. You know, Apex is doing really well, so maybe they'll use that to like push into Titanfall 3. So here's just hoping.
I agree. All right, so that's on July 8th, and then July 13th, it's called EA Hearts Independent Studio. So indie game spotlight, I guess. Kind of weird, like how EA indie. I don't know. It's kind of
no way.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know.
They're gonna have that dude who said "fuck the Oscars" there. Apparently.
Oh, the dude from No Way Out.
I mean, his name is Joseph Fares. No Way Out. Yeah, that dude. Haze Light. It says here. Okay, so indie games. You know, if you like indie games, there you go. July 19th, Madden. So it's a Madden spotlight.
Oh, good. So we know what day to skip.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm skipping all these days.
I'm not going to skip that one only because I'm hoping they do something new. We've seen a rehash over and over and over, so I'm hoping that they just implement some kind of new technology with that. What's it, the Frostbite engine that they're using on that shit?
Oh.
Yeah. Forget about it.
Yeah.
Yo, Adam.
Yo.
Stop. Get some help.
And then hopefully my ban from EA from FIFA will be lifted because I'm still banned. And I'm hoping that they'll announce the next FIFA, and then I'll look at the app and I was like, "You're free now." There you go.
Well, Adam, it's funny you mentioned that because on July 20th they're going to have more EA Sports. So you probably.
I am super hyped. Super hyped. Be like, but why? But why? I'll tell you why. Because we're gonna see. Because I'm hoping we see Skate 4. That's it. Because we heard about it, and I'm sure it's not coming out anytime soon. But still, they should have some gameplay, some detail on what they're doing, what it's gonna look like. If it's still gonna have the same right stick flip for the board tricks and stuff, that should be a no-brainer. Should be there. But I'm hoping to see something for that series.
There we go. 57 minutes and 24 seconds.
Gotta have something.
Gotta have
gotta
something.
Be skateboarding related. Shit, I would love an aggressive inline, but shit. They didn't make them. Yeah. Right? Bring that shit back. Come on now. Cut the BS, people. Let's do it.
Nah, man. N-Line's been blacklisted, don't you know?
It had. Oh, I know.
The story from last week.
Yo, man, it's true. It's true. Don't worry. I'll bring it back.
Yeah, don't bust your ass, man. That's all I say.
Real quick.
Motherfucker's 50 years old, fucking aggressive inline skating.
My daughter cracked a joke on that. Yeah, for those real quick that the listeners up. So I used to skate. I did both. I did a fucking everything. But anyway, I ordered a pair of used K2 Fatty Pros, aggressive inline skates, really nice ones. Anyway, she was like, "You're gonna wear a helmet, right?" I was like, "What? I never wear a helmet." My wife's like, "You better wear a helmet." And then I thought about it, like you said. I was like, "Yeah, I'm in my 40s. I could just hit my head once and fucking crack open like an egg. You know, who knows?" So I was like, "Yeah, I guess so." But I don't know the size of my head, so I have to get that shit measured now.
Yeah, no, you should like Adam. You got kids, bro. You better protect your head, man.
Yeah, that was it. She was like, "You got to be a good role model if you're gonna go out with them." I was like, yeah, I guess so. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I guess. I need a helmet.
That is a situation where old Adam meets father Adam.
Yeah,
exactly.
Old Adam would be like, "Yeah, I go down through the streets and go slicking around all over the place."
Yeah, I did buy some gloves, and I was like, you know what? I let's see how I feel after I take my first fall.
Yeah,
because I know it's gonna happen.
You already know it's gonna happen. Bust your ass.
I know it's gonna bust my ass.
Adam's gonna go out there first, like, Puerto Rico, hype this shit.
All right, this is what we'll do. This is what we'll do, and I'll do that. And if something happens, then we'll post it. I'm gonna film it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yes.
I have my daughter film it, and I'm like, all right, watch. I'm gonna start racing around real fast and see what happens.
Oh man, we'll post that up on the YouTube.
There we go. We'll post it, guys. You'll see.
Throw down clips.
We just call it.
Tony, I might give you, because somebody hit me up before, because when you were talking about with the long hair and stuff, no one ever saw that, because I never made that my default pic, so I might post that too.
Yeah.
And over on the official Throwdown Twitter people, I'll post an image so you can see when I had my long hair.
Yeah, right.
People were like, what are you talking about? And it's like, I've never shared any of those images. So.
That's when he was called Jesus.
Jesus, bring it back.
All right. And then the final thing, it's all going to culminate in EA Play Live on July 22nd, where it even tells you the games here. Why are they showing Battlefield again? What the fuck? The Battlefield 2042, Apex Legends, Lost in Random, and more.
Okay. Lost in Random.
The fuck is that?
So is Greg Miller gonna host it like he did the last time?
No, actually, who's gonna host it is WWE wrestling star and Twitch streamer Austin Creed will be on hand.
Yeah, remember he's the G4 guy. He's the one that they hired. Okay. He won that whole. When they were like, audition for this. We knew this shit was rigged, and he had it.
Audition for the thing. I'm like, Homeboy. Of course they're gonna pick Homeboy. He's a fucking professional wrestler. He's literally on TV all the damn time.
Yeah, and exactly. He's a gamer. He's always covering. He's got his up, down, YouTube channel. So.
Yeah. It says EA Play Live proper. This is from Games Radar. It's set for 40 minutes of "quote unquote" unwavering focus on games. So no Pele, no Pele, man.
No Pele interviews. No, you're not gonna go by his sit next to him in his wheelchair. You're not gonna do that.
Yes, we will stop the whole show to talk to Pele.
Yo, man, they need to talk to Pele. They need to talk to Pele and Sylvester Stallone. Bring back that movie. You know what that movie is, right, Adam?
Which what is this?
Oh, wait, Stallone. Wait. The snowboarding game.
No, not the snowboarding game.
Wait,
I'm talking about Pele and the Sylvester Stallone movie.
Oh no, Victory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the soccer one where he was a goalie.
Yep.
That's right. Stallone was a goalie. Yeah, that was a movie that happened.
Many movies ago.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know about this movie.
Interesting.
I was thinking about snowboarding games with the cliffhanger. Remember that when we played that on the Sega CD? And it was that one scene, that one mode where you play as Stallone on a snowboard.
Yeah,
that was funny.
All right, give me a sec. I gotta switch up. All right, so that's all the EA stuff there, but there's more EA news adjacent stuff. All right, this one is interesting. I believe this one's a report, not a rumor, a report. So take it how you will. But I can see this happening. Right. Apparently they're remaking the first Dead Space. They're having Motive. Wasn't Motive fucking Jade Raymond's studio? Wasn't she there?
I don't know.
Before they kicked her out or she left. But yeah, so this story was posted by our boy Jeff Grubb. But he got it from other sources. There's other people corroborating this, not just him. But yeah, they're remaking the first Dead Space. The first Dead Space is perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. This game needed a remaster, not a fucking remake. But apparently, what's going on is, and this is EA, man. So I forgot who said it, but they were right. Like EA isn't doing this because you love Dead Space. They're doing this because they see how much money Resident Evil made off the remakes, and they want to get in on that shit. And I believe that, but it's going to be a Resident Evil 2 and 3 or style of remake. Great remakes, don't get me wrong, but those two games needed to be remade. That doesn't need to be remade. Just like Resident Evil 4 does not need to be fucking remade either.
Yeah, that's a perfect game.
Yeah, come on, man. So
I just want that on the Switch. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'll play it again on that.
Well, Resident Evil 4 is on the Switch.
Yeah.
No, not that. The Dead Space.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dead Space.
but this is a remake, so they're probably gonna have like
But
bit
They
more
just need
assets
to
and shit.
support it. Like, just port. It was
port
good.
it.
Like, just
Yeah.
touch it up, touch up some of the graphics, and port it. Like, don't. It doesn't need a remake.
The game
Man,
legit does not need to be remade.
Do you remember when they were first talking about the release of that game, and that the big story was that it wasn't going to have an option to pause? That they weren't going to have a pause option, so you were going to have to play through checkpoints, and that was the only way because they wanted to keep the adrenaline and the intensity going. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that being a big deal, but yeah, you couldn't pause that game. You had to find, like, if you wanted to fuck with your weapons and stuff, switching things around, you had to just find a place where there were no monsters. Yeah. I don't remember that being a big deal, but it's kind of funny because now every game's like that. I forgot what game it was I was playing.
At the time, that wasn't a thing.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. You're right, because it was the game I was playing this year. I'm like, I can pause this thing? I was genuinely shocked. I was like, I could pause this game. Wow.
Like if we play these online, like the Division, it's always online.
Yeah.
That's why it doesn't really do anything because you can't. You're in a live world. So.
I think it was Ratchet and Clank. I was like, I could pause it. Because again, I'm so used to games not having pause. Even single player games don't let you pause. It's so weird. But yeah, Dead Space, leave it alone, man. Leave it alone. The game, just give us a remaster and put out 4K 60 frames. That's it. That's all we need. The game is perfect. No need to change it. If you want to remake that shitty third game, go ahead, remake that shit. But the first two games, leave them alone.
Yeah, I would love a bundle of 1 and 2. I'm all in, especially again on the Switch, just for on the go. I like playing my shit on the go. So,
but yeah, so there's that. And do I have the next story queued up? I believe I do. As Manny said, Bioware, they announced it. Not a rumor, not a whatever. Bioware said this, tweeted out. We are not showing Dragon Age or Mass Effect at this thing. So I'm like, what's the point of this EA play? It's the only shit I would care about.
All right. It's like, okay, I'm out.
Like literally the only things I care about right at this point, because EA is not giving me no burnout, So yeah. But I'm not surprised with those games. Those games are still in development. But I wonder if they're going to make like a Dragon Age collection, because the Mass Effect one did pretty well,
Yeah.
But see, you could, man. I'm so upset about the Dead Space thing. I hope that's not true.
Well, do you hope it's not true? Because if they do a remake of Dead Space, then you have something to look forward to from EA. Well, if they don't do a remake, then there's really nothing EA can give us other than Adam that can
Burnout
be of use. Oh yeah, well, there's that, but
I mean,
Burnout, I'll be happy as fuck.
that would be amazing.
I wish they would waste those resources and make a new Dead Space. You could
Yes.
just remaster the first game and even the second game. Oh, like Adam said, do a bundle with the two of them because they were great. Remaster those and then put the remake resources into Dead Space 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
A new game,
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, we remaster, just strike the third one from the record. Like it just didn't exist. Let's just ignore that game.
It wasn't that bad, but it's definitely not comparable to the first two. But it was in the. You know what? It should have been a spinoff. I'll say that.
The co-op fucked it up, man. The co-op, and I like co-op in games.
Oh, I like it if it's done right, like Gears. The way Gears did the
but
co-op.
that Space is supposed to be you alone, isolated. Like having another person there, it takes all the scares away.
Because all right, like Man of Medan, right? That's a modern game that I played, and that one had co-op, and it added to it because there's certain actions that your buddy would do would impact you. And that just added a new dynamic to it. So it would be cool if they could incorporate some of that. Like let's say if he moved a certain crate so he can climb up something, that would help him. But if he moves that blocks a doorway, so that means you can't get out and you're gonna have to find another way. Those type of things. It'd be cool.
But yeah, I don't know. I just hope they don't bring that aspect back. But yeah, so no Dragon Age, Mass Effect. Boo. All right, what else do we have here? Again, what game do we talk about every single week?
Cyberpunk.
Got some more Cyberpunk news for you.
Man, why they punking?
You guys are gonna love this one. You guys are gonna love this one. I could just read the headline, and I'll be enough. But I'll read the whole quote. CD Projekt Red is now quite satisfied with the game's stability and performance.
Oh, really?
At least somebody is, right?
Right?
Who are you now?
Give me a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Come back at me.
I'll read the quote.
I know it's random, but
yeah, no, I know what you're doing, man. We have already reached a satisfactory level of stability. We have also worked on the overall performance, and we are quite satisfied with that. Of course, we have also fixed bugs and glitches, and we will continue to do so. Over time, we will be introducing fixes to general systems that players have pointed out as needing improvement. Isn't this game still ridden with fucking bugs?
No, who's still playing this shit?
Yeah, that's the next question.
Right, who's playing this? Anybody in the chat? Anybody playing this shit? Because I know no one on this panel is playing this shit.
Brian, how many people streaming this shit? Brett, what's your thoughts, bro?
Oh, I was just it's nice that they finally are happy with it, and because that's really all that matters.
Yeah.
Making something
they're
you're proud
gonna say
of.
that shit so they can get people to go buy it. It was like, oh yeah, everything is cool. It's all kosher now. Go for it. Mm-hmm.
Like that mother Baghdad Bob is shit. Nothing to see here.
Oh man.
Oh my god, yo, I'm sorry, man. You guys are, why? Come on, really?
That's ridiculous. Is it? They're only saying this because Sony finally put it back on the store.
I was just about to say the same thing. Like, Sony thinks it's okay, you know? Oh, Carlos, I see that over there, man. You get that shit right. Get that shit right. For you guys listening, Carlos is gonna play some Cyberpunk for us live to see if this shit is still running. Actually, what are you doing? Are you gonna? Oh no, you're running the video. You're gonna play the game. That'd be crazy.
This is a photo I took on my laptop. I was watching a YouTube video, and they're advertising Cyberpunk. But look at this; it's pretty interesting.
Okay.
Cyberpunk 2077 available on PlayStation Store.
Yes.
It's like they're advertising getting back at the PlayStation Store after it got freaking delisted.
Wow,
delisted, man.
This was
the
today,
only
by the
game in
way.
history to get delisted.
Yeah. Oh no, we've seen that before. We've seen that before. No, we haven't.
Nope.
Yes,
that's
Life
never
of
happened.
Black Tiger never got delisted, man. You know?
You could buy that shit now. It's probably like $1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
Crazy.
CD Projekt Red, you on one, man. Like, you are on one right now thinking that shit. But maybe now they'll finally, like, fix some of the fundamental problems with the game outside of the bugs, you know?
Yeah.
Like, again, you know, one of the things I noticed, I'm like, okay, why the hell am I looking at a mini map on the bottom of the screen to get around when the game has holograms? Why not have holograms along my path, right? And I thought, okay, maybe they just didn't think of that. And guess what happens? There are racists in the game. What do they put holograms on your path to show you where to go? Why isn't that a normal fucking game? You know? It's shit like that. That's like, what are you guys doing? And then the lifelessness of the world and shit. You park your car or just stop anywhere, traffic just backs up for miles, and they just stay there. You know, go play Saints Row 2. Saints Row 2. See what happens when you do that. Motherfuckers will get out of their car, start trying to beat your ass. They'll go around you. You know, like
No.
Yeah.
Dude, wait, I gotta share this. When fucking Cyberpunk came out, the Lego games threw shade by posting a tweet showing them stopping and the car traffic around them, like interacting dynamically, and it said something along the lines of, "Don't see what the big deal is."
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
The
you're
fucking
right.
Lego games
Lego
got
games
this
got
shit
this.
down.
My God. Yeah, Lego games got this shit. Cyberpunk, like, everybody's just polite. This is supposed to be a gritty, rough city. People are just like, I'll wait. He's got to get something from his grandma. I'll wait. Fuck out of here, man. You know? Yeah, somebody posted that clip from Saints Row, but you're right. Lego did it too. I'm like, they go around you, man. In Saints Row, they fucking start crashing into your car. They get out. They try to beat you and shit, you know? This is a game from 2007 or something, you know? And, of course, GTA 3 did this shit in 2001.
Yeah,
Think
they'll
about
try to
that.
kill you.
They'll try to kill you if you do some shit like that. You know? I don't know. So there's a lot of fundamental things they need to fix with this game. And again, we've all seen that 1 hour long videos. Like there's shit that they pulled a Sean Murray, man. They promised us a lot of shit that's not in the game, you know? So yeah, I don't know, man. The continuing saga of Cyberpunk, you know?
Okay, to answer your question, Tony,
Yes.
I'll start off with Steam since I have Steam
Yes.
numbers. So Steam at the moment is reporting 8,500 people playing it.
8,000, not bad.
Yep, that's more than quite a few games. It's
Yeah, no, that's really good.
probably top 30-ish,
Wow.
top 40 being played.
Certainly not more than Destruction All Stars.
Oh, this is where the fun begins.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
On Twitch, it has 375 people watching it, and that other game has none.
Oh,
What if it's in real time? Like if I went in there and started watching somebody playing,
It'll
it
probably
would
tick
pop
up to 1, yeah.
Ratchet and Clank feature Tools of Destruction. I don't know when that came out. I think it was like PS3.
That was
I
a
think.
PS3 2007 game.
7 people watching it.
Yeah, 7 people, but that, yeah.
7 more than Destruction All Stars.
Think about that. A game from
about that.
2007 has more people watching it. Destruction All Stars.
oh my God.
Wow. But Cyberpunk, so Adam, there's your answer. A lot of people are still, paying attention to this game,
Okay.
It's interesting. I was actually surprised by that number. 8,000 is a lot, All right, so we'll see you next week with more Cyberpunk news. Go ahead, Brian.
That's actually like one of the things that I was thinking about and why Microsoft and Sony don't do that. So on Steam, you get to see like the numbers of who's playing what and how many people and peak and all sorts. Why don't Sony and Microsoft do that? It'd be quite cool, like see how many people are playing what on PSN or Xbox, because
It'll
they definitely
shame the
have
ones that are
numbers.
failing. That's why.
Like
They
we
don't want
shamed
it.
Destruction All
I
Stars.
think if it was like you're in a first party game, I don't know. Let's say Halo, for example, Halo Infinite. Let's say within a year after launch, and they're like, "Oh, let's go see playing 15 people," and I know 5 of them. What the hell? No, they don't want that shit.
Yeah, no, I agree with
nice
Brian.
to actually see
It would be
that.
cool. It would be cool.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see like an actual breakdown of like, okay, how popular is something on the store? Like what is the number one played game on PlayStation? Like, what are people doing most? It'd be quite cool to see that. Like, and plus just seeing like all the odd games that have like 4 or 5 people playing it. Like, who knows? Life of Black Tiger might have like 5 people playing it at that time. It'd be cool to like see like, oh, cool, nice.
Yeah, no, it would be, but I don't think they want to show those stats. Knack 2, of course, Brooklyn Bear had to say that shit. Oh man. All right, moving on. This one's interesting. So Konami has partnered with Bloober Team, people responsible for the Medium, among a bunch of other games, and people are already saying, "Oh shit, are they working on Silent Hill?" It's always goes back to Silent Hill, Although this one, they potentially could, they potentially could.
Well, this is actually, they've actually said something about this before. This is
Yeah.
actually semi old news.
Well, the merger wasn't, right?
The merger? No.
No, that's new. The acquisition, I should say, or partnering. They're partners up. They're not. Yes, they're partnering with them.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
this is semi old news. They've said something about this before.
What did
actually.
you say?
Wasn't it before that they said they were working on something with Konami? They said this a while ago.
Not to my knowledge. But yeah, so the games they've made, the Medium, Blair Witch, Observer, Layers of Fear. So they do a lot of horror games. That's kind of their specialty.
Yep.
So I'm wondering, will people get off Hassan's back now? The blue box dude.
Well, we'll see what happens.
You notice how after that announcement that they're like, oh, we're gonna come back at you August. Nobody cared anymore.
Yeah, well, because there's nothing to talk about. Essentially, just push the date back as they always sort of do. They've had a lot of problems with whatever they're trying to launch.
By the way, my favorite new conspiracy theory about Hassan is that he is a CG construct that's showing off the technology they're using in this game.
They said that they're using Unreal Engine. He would look like Unreal Engine.
Yeah. So
And no matter how realistic they get those games to look, they still sort of look like games.
Yeah, they do.
They still ride that uncanny valley of unrealism.
Yeah, they still haven't nailed people yet, you know?
No. You can make really amazing looking environments. I mean, they've been using, they were using Unreal Engine 4 for environments in Mandalorian. You couldn't tell, could you?
No, you couldn't.
But, the minute you start doing people, then that's when you start to see some skin doesn't reflect light properly, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't really want to be like, oh, are they working on something? Who knows? You know?
I mean, it would make
the potential is there. The potential is there.
It would make a lot of sense that they would be working on a Silent Hill because they've essentially, the last game that they're making a crazy amount of comparisons to Silent Hill. Well, with the medium, which I think is coming to PlayStation 4 and 5.
Yes,
soon.
September 3rd, coming to PlayStation 4 and 5. So you can check that out, or get it now on Game Pass for free.
Yeah, there you go. But I mean, it would make the most sense if they were doing that. I mean, to be honest, I don't foresee Konami making any sort of new franchises at this point in time. No. I don't think they have the infrastructure as far as creative teams. But then again, I don't know what their internals look like. But at the same time, it would make the most sense to me that they would hire them on to do a Silent Hill game. Now, the biggest thing is just to sort of let them sort of do the thing that they want, and then sort of, so far the previous incarnations of Silent Hill haven't been amazing, the ones developed by Western studios, but who knows?
Take this how you will, but apparently the report is that like these guys are going to work on one Silent Hill game, and then there's going to be another one worked by a Japanese studio.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's old news.
Yeah, and of course people are saying, "Oh, that Japanese studio is Sony."
What? It was Sony.
People are nuts. Man.
They ain't even Japanese anymore.
Yeah, we talked. That was one of the questions we had last week. Remember, like, are they too Western centric? Yeah. Chris, you weren't here for that one, right? On Sunday, you took the Odin sleep. So, Chris, that was the question we had.
His birthday stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Happy birthday to Chris, and by the way, so one of the questions was, and I want your take on this since we're on this subject: has Sony become too Western?
Wait, who? Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay.
The other Chris.
The other Chris. Yeah.
Have they become too? Well, they definitely. I didn't like the whole closure of Studio Japan. Yeah. I think Jim Ryan has definitely taken that stance, and he's definitely taken things on a Western centric approach and even moved the headquarters. Like Sony Interactive Entertainment is in San Francisco. It's not taking orders from Tokyo anymore. And there's pluses and minuses to every move, but I think that Sony has done very well where they were, and with Shuhei at the helm and all that stuff. I think they had managed to incorporate both Eastern and Western philosophies very well and work with their studios very well. I don't think Jim Ryan has taken it in a good direction. And yes, the scale has tipped very Western centric, and I don't know how that will work out. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it's concerning for sure. All right, so yeah, Bloober Team, congratulations to you, and apologies to you. I've been calling you Blooper Team this entire time. My bad. It's Bloober. People thought I was like dunking on them by calling them. Like, no, it was honest mistake. Like I don't know anything about this studio. I've never played any other games. I'm not dunking on them, but good for them. And if you do make a Silent Hill game, hope people like it. All right, and the last story of the night, Brett, I threw this one in here specifically for you, man.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, your boy Todd Howard said that the Elder Scrolls 6 is in the early design phase.
I'm surprised it's that far behind, man.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm like, we're not going to see this game until PlayStation 6 comes out.
Why would that surprise you?
Man, maybe they put resources on Starfield.
Yeah, Starfield is probably the thing. You remember, like they've been saying this from the beginning that Starfield is the new the debut of the new engine. So they're not only developing a new engine, but also developing a game on top of it. So
But here's the thing, and Brett, I'm going to say this, and I want your take on this. So they showed this JPEG 3 years ago, and they're just now getting to the early design phase. So I don't know. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a fucking party foul, man. Don't show something even before you're working on it. That's one of the things that really pissed me off about how they handled Cyberpunk. So just because Bethesda doesn't mean they get a fucking pass. Bullshit on you. And here's the reason why it surprised me. They have always built Skyrim and Fallout kind of in tandem. They've never really worked on just one. And since they use the same engine, they kind of utilize that to go one, then the other a couple years later, and the other a couple years later. So even if they were doing that with Starfield, right? Like, let's say they're kind of hammering out the engine, and they have somebody who's already, another team who's already been working on their next mainline game. Their main house studio, the core Bethesda studio, I think it's the core Bethesda studio. Anyway,
yeah.
The ones that make their Elder Scrolls and their Fallouts, that's what they make. They make Elder Scrolls, and then they make Fallout, and they make Elder Scrolls, and they make Fallout, and they're honestly not that different games. So I would expect them to be working on more than one, and I would definitely not expect them to be coming out with Fallout 5 before they came out with Elder Scrolls 6, because we just had 2 Fallouts. So I'd expect it to be a few years. So, I don't think they're working on a Fallout. And if, since they're in the early design phase, they'd be like, okay, I guess they're only working on Starfield, which I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, that'd be cool in the sense that would be bringing out their entire design team from the Fallout and the Bethesda franchises kind of together to make one big fucking game. Which, if you think about how Mass Effect fucked up by putting their B team on it, it would be the difference between the A team and the B team, and the A team and the A team, or the A team and the B team versus the B team. Does that make any sense? That came out all fucking weird. They get 2 teams. Not just their best or their worst team working on it, but both their best team and their worst team working on it. So
yeah,
that would mean they're putting a lot of resources into it.
Yeah, so it's like, it's the whole Mass Effect thing. They split their teams into 2 and put the worst one with the Mass Effect team. But this one, it just seems like everyone's just working on Starfield.
Yeah, and that would be a pretty big departure from the way that they've normally done things before. That would be them throwing everything into Starfield, which, I don't know, kind of makes me a little disappointed about Elder Scrolls and Fallout, but more excited for Starfield. So
well, yeah, it makes me think like it's got to be more ambitious than probably anyone's ever thought it was going to be.
The Fallout and Bethesda games themselves are some of the most ambitious games, and everything can be fucked with, everything, all the branching storylines, just in the sheer breadth of the game. GTA and Fallout and Elder Scrolls are pretty much the big ones that are just ridiculously boundary pushing ambitious. So if they're doubling down, man, that really says something.
Yeah. I don't really have anything to say about this. I found out intro. I'm like, oh, you guys are just starting to work on this shit. So I don't see this coming out on this current generation, man.
Well, you don't see the Fallout coming out on the current generation?
Ooh, I didn't even think about Fallout. I was just thinking about Elder Scrolls, but Fallout may not come out this generation. In all honesty, like Elder Scrolls will probably come out this generation, but Fallout may not. Wow.
I mean, we didn't get an Elder Scrolls last generation.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah.
Was it online? Was online last generation? But
it was last gen. Yeah, but like a proper one. Yeah, no, we didn't get one. So yeah. they have skipped generations.
What do you mean? The last generation had the what was that fault? The unless that one was on PS3.
No.
Skyrim, you're talking about?
Skyrim is the last one.
Skyrim, no, yeah. We haven't gotten a new Fallout since PlayStation
Elder
3
Scrolls,
era.
Yeah, the Elder Scrolls, man. The Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skyrim was a PS3 360 era.
Yeah, last gen had 2 Fallout games. So they could be like, hey, we got 2 Fallout games.
Technically, 1.5.
Yeah, but they could be like, hey, we had 2 Fallout games. We could skip a generation. I don't think they have the resources to do Elder Scrolls and a Fallout. I don't know about that, man. Or maybe not the resources. I think they don't have the time. Like these are for the new gens. These games are gonna be fucking enormous.
I also don't think that they blow out their team as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't think that they're in order to develop 2 games. The games they're blowing out a bunch of people on their teams. I think they have a semi-set amount of people that they just sort of maybe add a few more to it, but I don't think they have millions and bunches of people working on it. You know what I mean? Internally, I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. They could probably outsource a lot. Who knows?
I mean, well, that's what a lot of video game companies do. They literally outsource assets and stuff to other companies to keep their internal company intact.
Yeah. So yeah, well, I guess we'll have to see. All right, since we still got time here, let's go through the games we have been playing lately. Adam, you're Mr. Gaming around here. So what have you been playing?
I've been playing the Tony Hawk 1 and 2 over on the Switch. That's great. Been working on that one. That's a great experience there. NBA 2K21 on the Switch. They had a sale on that for like $4, so that plays pretty good on the Switch. And on the PS5, the Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Damn.
Trying to run through that and getting discouraged every time I look at the map and more shit opens up and I see all these little boop, 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 boop. I'm like, hey, this is like The Witcher. There's like so much to do in this game. It's like I just want to do the story, but then the story cuts off at certain points and it's like, no, now go and level up and raid these locations. I'm like, and then I'm raiding locations and the loot's not even there anymore. It's like it's not refreshing the loot, and that's fucking annoying to waste that time. So. But that's it. Those are the games I've been playing.
All right, Manny, have you been playing anything?
I mean, near a replicant here or there. Sometimes I kind of want to play a little bit more on the stream for folks because it seems to be doing pretty well for us, at least on the YouTube tip. So, do maybe an hour or 2 on there. But yeah, I haven't been playing too much. I've been sort of, as with a lot of things, there's just a lot of projects sort of, running back to back. So, I mean, I was to say these last few weeks have been a lot better for me as far as that goes, but I still haven't had enough time to kind of really sit down and play some games.
All right, Carlos.
So, I've been testing out xCloud on my PC, and on my tablet. Just initial impressions on that. On the PC, it works like butter, man. It works great.
Nice.
On my tablet, I'm not sure. I had an initial issue that I fixed, but then I just feel like there's an input lag issue, and I don't know. It's because I'm using it with my my Bluetooth controller, like my Xbox One or Xbox Series X controller. Via Bluetooth, so maybe it could be that. I did a firmware update and everything, and so it seems like there's like an input lag on it. It's kind of annoying. But if you play it on the PC on the browser, it works perfect. So no complaints there. Also, I beat and I platinumed Ratchet and Clank.
Oh shit! Proud of you. First platinum.
Wait, what are you talking about?
you said it before that you don't really go for.
No, you said that was Brett. Oh no, I said I don't go for I don't usually go for platinums. Brett says Brett also doesn't go for platinums. But I said I even messaged. I'm like, yeah, I haven't played a video. I haven't really played a video game for a while, and this is the only game that I'm looking forward to for the first half of the year. So I might as well just platinum this shit.
Yo, you didn't finish it, Carlos, man. I thought you were going to be like, I don't usually platinum games, but when I do, it's Insomniac games.
Yo, well, that is true. Because I got the Spider-Man
There you go, man. What about that Miles Morales one, though, man?
Oh, I still don't have. I'll probably have
that shit, yeah.
Probably get that. So yeah, yo man, Ratchet and Clank, man, man, that game is too good, man. That's too make it.
Do make it,
Like,
yeah.
They should have, man. It's kind of short, but you know, if you go for the platinum, it does extend it for a little bit. Especially that one fucking trophy where you have to shoot him back with the void thing.
That was annoying.
That shit was annoying, but man, this game was really good, man. I can't believe we're not going to get another PS5 game for a long time. So yeah, other than that, I haven't really played anything else. What I'm probably going to do next is going to run through the Halo games before Infinite comes out.
Oh shit, yo, we got to play 3, man. We got to go through that one next.
We got to do it.
All right, so we got to do it, and we'll have more. Although, because we still got to play 3, 4, and 5. We'll probably skip all the other ones. But yeah, we got to stream those. Yeah, we'll skip those.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get. You know what? Since there's nothing to fucking play during the summer, may as well do that. You know.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. I'll just go next. Nothing. There's nothing to play. It's fucking dry. Shout out to Blackstar. He's like, yo, play some Judgment, bro. I'm like, yeah, I probably should play Judgment. You know, because I should play that and Yakuza, Like a Dragon. You know, I think those will be good summer games. I know some dudes are saying, you know, this or that indie games coming out. Like, this is me, guys. I'm not gonna play that shit unless it's like it's for work. I'm like, come on, guys. You know, but
I mean, unless it's something that really somehow strikes your fancy. I mean, it's a very rare occasion when you do it.
Super rare, but there's nothing on the horizon. Like somebody's talking about I think it was called Advent. I don't know, and I'm like some isometric stuff. I'm not playing this. You know. But yeah, I think I'll get into Ghost of Tsushima in August. We'll definitely be getting into that. You know, actually, and Kena, I want to play that in August as well. I do want to play Kena. You know, hey, there you go. That's an indie game I'm looking forward to. Kena. You know.
Also, what else? Isn't Back for Blood like July, August also?
Yeah, but you know I'm not playing that shit. But you guys can stream it.
Back for Blood.
Never mind. October. Never mind.
Oh, fuck that shit. All right, Brett, what have you been playing lately?
I've been playing some Ratchet and Clank.
Ooh, what do you think?
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's definitely your classic kind of mascot platformer, which is fun. It's also a little bit straightforward for my taste, but I'm enjoying it.
Hey, is this your first Ratchet and Clank game?
It is.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Very cool.
Yeah, I never really got into them back in the day, but it looked like they did a really good job, and it took, advantage of a lot of the things that the PlayStation did, and it looked like fun, so I jumped in.
Nice.
But not bad.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, Brian.
I've not really been playing much of interest. As I said, I finished the Medium last week, or this week, I think it is. Went back to Iceborne because Monster Hunter Iceborne is just fun. And I think I'm actually further than you guys now in the game.
Really? Because we got the credits, bro. We got the end credits of Iceborne.
Yeah,
and we beat Nurkagante after that.
Yeah.
I'm now over Master Rank 100.
Oh, yeah, you are further than us.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, it'd be fun going back with you guys and saying, "Oh, cool."
Yeah, we need. Yeah.
Now I get to school you guys on how to play.
This is true.
Now I am the master.
The student has become the master.
When you got the glow, you feel.
Iceborne, and that's mostly it. Again, it's just been a very slowish week for me, games-wise. I think the next game I'm going to get around to playing is Control.
Oh,
because
interesting.
I always wanted to play it, but I just never had the interest, and then they kept on bringing out their DLCs, and then I was like, okay, cool, wait for the final version, and then they did it. It's like, cool, get it now. And then it was free on PSN, so it's like, life is easy now.
Yeah, I think I got it on PSN too, Brian. I mean, I had the game already, but like the special edition, I got that. I got to play it.
They had an update. They had it for like 10. No, we got the ultimate for like $10.
Yeah, it was cheap. That's what I bought. Yeah, I bought that one. Yeah, and it was weird. Remember, Adam? Like for some reason, the special edition was cheaper than the normal edition.
That's why we thought it was a glitch, and we bought it because we
were like, yo, buy this shit up, buy this shit out.
Hey, do it.
Guadalupe. Fergus is asking us if anybody's playing Scarlet Nexus. I am not.
Nope.
No, a friend of mine is playing it.
Yeah, I have the demo. I'll check it out.
It was though.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna sound like an asshole. When it comes to these anime games, I'm very wary. You know. I love the visuals. I love the visuals of these games, but the gameplay is always lacking. And I love Bandai Namco, but a lot of their games, they're like,
especially the anime games.
Yeah, especially their anime games. So that's why I'm like, but I heard the combat is actually pretty solid in this. But again, it's not fucked up. Somebody said, "Oh, this is like playing through an anime." I'm like, that's not a selling point, man. You know, that's not a selling point to me. You know. All right, Chris, what have you been playing lately?
I've been trying to get through Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, shit, trying? Oh, there's a story here.
Yeah. No, I mean, I got kids.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sure.
Yeah, you gotta take lessons from. Hold on, no, fuck that. You gotta take lessons from Adam. This motherfucker played 50 games a day.
I'm telling Chris, it took a few years, at least 2 years, to master the schedule and to master to drink coffee at 12 o'clock at night and still be able to get up in the morning. And once you get into the routine, your body just muscle memory, and then that's how you get things done because it's hard. It's the juggle. It's all about juggling.
I thought Tony was gonna say, "Yo, take some hints from Chris when he's playing a Resident Evil game with a kid."
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Chris, how you pull that shit off.
I don't know either, but I destroyed that game. I was on a mission. No, but I'm pretty far with Ratchet and Clank. But yeah, to go for that platinum, especially, I looked at some of them. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank is easy platinum. Don't worry about it. You got the Resident Evil platinum, bro. You're good. Right. You're good. But yeah, no, get in there, man. Ratchet and Clank. That game spoiled me, man.
That game is really good.
Like the graphics are just so fucking good, man. You look at these other games, you're like, oh, I can't. That's why when I saw the Nintendo president, I'm like, these fucking games look terrible. You know the whole thing with Uncharted 2 when they had the whole cutscene and it goes to the game and it's like, oh shit, that's gameplay. Yeah.
Like in Ratchet, it's like the most seamless I've ever seen a game ever do it. It's like it looks the exact same. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and
each of all of those weapons, man. You don't even like you level up a weapon. You're like, I don't care about this weapon. I want to get the new one.
Yeah,
they're so fun, man.
Yeah,
Insomniac, man.
Insomniac, best studio Sony has, man. I said it. People don't like when I say that shit on Twitter, man. Who thought about Naughty Dog? What is that? Last of Us fans are the most triggery people out there, man. Without fail, and sometimes I do this on purpose just to troll them. Every time I say Ghost of Tsushima, best game of 2020, The Last of Us, The Last of Us, The Last of Us, The Last of Us. Like motherfuckers. Every time, man. I'm trying to act like these guys.
They short circuiting and shit. Yeah.
Tony, who's worse, Last of Us fanboys or Breath of the Wild fanboys?
Oh, Nintendo fanboys are the absolute fucking worst. They're the worst. Like,
I would beg to differ on that one.
No, I'm talking about from my personal experience. Nintendo guys, Last of Us fans haven't cost me any fucking jobs like these Nintendo assholes have. So Nintendo fans take the cake for me, But Breath of the Wild fans are pretty. Yeah, but Breath of the Wild fans are fucking annoying because every game is Breath of the Wild according to them.
No. They're definitely annoying. I totally believe. I'm just on the other side of it. I think Breath of the Wild fans can be absolutely annoying, but at least they're not pretentious, insisting that their medium is art.
Fair enough. That's fucking annoying too. Oh, this is a grand exploration of humanity. Shut the fuck up. I'm not trying to hear that. You know what? I do want to see a director's cut of Last of Us 2 so you could cut out half the game and you know which character I'm talking about. About that. Yeah, Breath of the Wild fanboys. Oh my god, These are the same. Hey, you know what? Say what you will about Last of Us fans, but you never see them like charging at a fucking developer's booth and shit, holding up, a console. Fucking remember that shit? They did that in China. These fucking assholes. It was a Genshin Impact, Chris. They ran to their booth, holding up the switches. Come on, man.
Nobody's angrier than Nintendo fanboys, man.
Yeah, for you guys who don't know,
the fanboys.
Yeah, go ahead, Brett.
They remind me of the hardcore anime fans of the video game world.
That's a pretty apt description.
What was crazy is they were only pissed that the environments looked the same.
Yeah.
It wasn't even about characters or combat or nothing. Just like they had the same kind of cartoony environment, and that set them off. Like, really, guys?
Yeah. Yeah, for you guys who don't remember, so they had this like game show out in China, right? And they were showing off Genshin Impact, right? And Nintendo fanboys stormed the fucking booth holding up the Switch, playing Breath of the Wild. It's like, oh, you're ripping it off. These guys are nuts, bro. All right.
Not to mention the Nintendo fanboys who went after someone's head after he said that the Switch can't run GTA 5.
Yeah, me. You know, they had these motherfuckers put me on. I was about to say Reset Era. I was on NeoGAF. They made videos about me. That never happens with the Xbox guys or the PlayStation guys. So,
and where's that motherfucking game at?
Yeah,
where's GTA 5?
GTA 5?
Yeah, where's GTA 5 at, bruh? You know, talking all that shit. You know, talking all that shit,
man.
Yeah, no, I can't stand Nintendo fans. Worse, you know.
That if anything what'll happen, it'll do like what they've been doing a lot of games. They stream them.
Yeah, and that's not gonna count, boys. You know. But yeah, where's that GTA 5 at, man? I'm waiting. You know, I want to tweet that out so bad, but you know I'm gonna get flooded with hate. You know,
yo, man, you just want to repeat of last time.
Yeah, no. Listen, I like being employed. You know, I'm not gonna talk about that publicly, but yeah, these motherfuckers did cost me a job. Fucking assholes. I can't stand them, man. You know, that's to get mad, bro. Fucking Nintendo fans.
Damn,
you know,
yeah.
You know, again, no Xbox fan has ever done shit like that. No Xbox fan ever has. You know. Anyway, I can't say Sony fans because they're kind of I'm newly getting their hate. You know, they're not used to that because they're like, we thought you were on our side. I'm like, I'm on my side, motherfucker. You know. Oh man. All right, I think we're done here, people. So what do we plug, Manny? I know you got some books.
I got some books. You know, obviously, Excellence is always out there. So if you want to pick that up, and thanks for the Kickstarter. If you supported, there's our good buddies, Superman Red and Blue, that came out not long ago. So yeah, that's all out there. Got Represent, which is also out there. You also can get, I think you can get some of these for free online, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. We'll go to our good boy Static Shock. Or Static. I don't want to call him Shock, but Static.
I'll call him Static Shock, man.
Well, you know, the real original is Static. And then we got our newly announced thing that was just sort of announced this today or Thursday, which is Skybound X, which is the sort of anthology book, which has a bunch of the different Skybound titles, and inside of it with unique stories and stuff like that. And in that thing, me and Kari did some work on it, and I did a full story in there. Well, like most of a story inside of there. So it's fully me drawing and coloring some comic-y stuff. So yeah, so be sure to check that one out. It's Skybound X number 4.
Nice. Hey man, check this out. This DC Infinite. They got the Represent in there, man.
Yep, that's all for free.
Yep, that's all for free. Yep. I mean, it's not free. I got to pay a subscription for this, but
well, you know, whatever. You know. But yeah, I did actually did the first one of Represent, and then I did the last one of Represent. Did color work on those, which with Aletha Martinez, who I've been doing color work on for the Wonder Woman stuff and all that. So yeah.
Static season 1. There you go.
Yep.
That's on there. Adam, you don't have anything to plug for a while, right?
Well, just I got some Arcade 1-Up stuff.
Oh, yes.
Posting over at the Coalition, so that will be up. We're trying to do these like early morning, so I'm finished. That's what I've been doing now. I'm just finishing up some stuff. Got some new images, some goodies. So I'm gonna have that posted up there, and yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
There you go.
So check that out.
And once again, me, Chris, and Carlos will be back for another episode of the Loki cast. I'm calling it the Loki cast, episode 4. Apparently, episode 4 is actually good. We'll see about that. You know, we'll see about that.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, you know, because
I saw it. I have some controversial things to say.
Uh-oh.
What are these controversial things?
Because I wonder if there's a pattern for me. Because the second episode was okay. I didn't have too much problems with it. I didn't like the first. I didn't like the third. Like, is it the odd ones that are bad? So
it's like it's like Star Wars. It's the even ones are the good ones, right?
No, that's
Star
Star
Trek.
Trek. That's Star Trek.
Star Trek. There you go.
Yeah.
Star Wars is just like everything other than the original trilogy is bad.
Yeah. John Christ says 9 months sub, baby. Almost a year since I found you. That's what's up, man. Appreciate that.
Go.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, man.
And John, don't let these motherfuckers on Twitter get to you, man. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, man. You take a break from Twitter. Go for a walk. Enjoy the world.
Yeah. Don't get too caught up in all that.
Yeah.
You know, I see talk on Twitter.
Yeah.
Talk to nice people. I'm a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, talk to the guys in the Discord, man. You know, it's always fun in there. You know. I think we're done, people. Another episode of Throwdown. Again, remember, Throwdown Your Questions will be going live on Monday night this week because of 4th of July on Sunday. I totally forgot about it, you know. So, and I think that's the first time we had to like delay the actual Throwdown Your Questions for a holiday. Because usually we have to delay the main show for a holiday because of Thanksgiving, but I think this may be the first time. But yeah, we'll be on Monday, so just keep that in mind. We'll tweet about it and shit. Keep you guys updated, you know. Throw down, man. We always keep it coming, you know. We always keep it coming, you know. 'Cause some of these other podcasts, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna take a week off." I'm like, no, we don't do that around here, bro. We just take a vacation at the end of the year and that's it, you know.
And that's it.
There's nothing to talk about this week. We're not gonna do a show. Come on, man. People are waiting for that content, man. You know. Throwdown brings it to you though, raw and real. All right, so make sure you follow us for all the rawness and the realness over on Twitch and Twitter, YouTube, and Discord, man. Discord is where I get all the news, man. I got to give the fans a shout out for that. They're the ones that provide us with all the news that we present back to them. You know, you can find us on any podcast app by searching for Throwdown Show. That's 2 words. Throwdown Show, any podcast app on the planet, even ones I've never heard of. We're on there, you know. Throwdownshow.com is where you can listen to all the past episodes into your ears over on Audio Boom. You know, shout out to Danny Pena for telling us about that. It definitely grew our listenership a lot by moving to that. You know, so shout out to Danny as always. And shout out to Paris just cuz, man. You know. And
shout out to the Paris show.
Yeah, that's what we call it, the Paris show. You know, that's what it was, man. The actual tolerable show of E3, you know. Although to be fair though, the Xbox showings in general were the best things of E3. All that other stuff.
As far as I'm concerned, they're the only things that happened.
Yeah. You know, that Jeff Keighley, man, what happened, bro? Just saying, what happened, Jeff Keighley? You know?
Guadalupe.
All right, man. Links to everything Throwdown related down in the description. Once again, I was your host, Tony Polanco. And tonight I was joined by Emilio Lopez.
See you later, guys.
Chris Seeley.
Hey, take care, everyone.
Carlos Romero.
Peace out.
Adam Vale.
Be safe. Don't blow your fingers off.
Brett Murdoch.
Deuces.
And Brian Manjoma.
It's end of Throwdown, which means Adam Stories time.
Yes, let's go. Gather around, right, Adam? Gather around. We telling some stories.
Well, funny story.
Yo, by the way, I said this the other
about
day.
My fingers blowing up, so that was.
Was it the shit that Adam said the other day? Only Adam could say this. I guess, yeah, I was interested, but then I got hit by a van. Like only Adam can say shit like that. Just off the cuff.
I did. Look, that scar.
Damn, look at that scar. Fuck.
That shit popped out. Like that collapsed lung, water in my right knee.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was messed up.
Just Adam, just nonchalant. Yeah, I was interested, but that got hit by a van. All right, yo. Anyway, we'll see you on Monday, people. Later.
Shout out to Fergus Mills.
You know. Oh, he says we're not on Pandora. We may have to work on that if that's the case. You know. Pandora. Isn't that the fucking planet from Avatar?
Yeah, that is.
Yep.
It's from Borderland.
Yo, call up Stephen Lang, man. We got to get on that shit. You know. All right, we will see you on Monday. Later.
Later.
Peace.